Hi, my name is Gillette Wedderburn. I am one of Dr. Mayer's students. I am enrolled in the Special Education Master's Degree program. Today I will be talking to you about the process of IEP. There are five major components of the IEP that I would like to address in this video. One is the student and parent guardian involvement, the referral, the evaluation, the eligibility, and the components of the IEP. What is an IEP, one may ask? Well, it's an acronym, but the acronym stands for Individual Education Plan. It is an education plan that is for students with learning disability. It is a legal document that is guide to support a student that is in the special education program. It is specific to the needs of a student, just one student, and it is necessary for them to be successful in school. The IEP is covered by a special education law known as the Individual with Disability Education Act, another acronym IDEA. Now, as you know, IEP is for, or you may not know, it is for both public and charter school students that are eligible. However, parents and guardians must be involved in the process of the IEP. The parent plays a very important role in creating the IEP, and also students as well play an important role in creating an IEP. For IEP to be done, an evaluation must be completed. But we first have to request for an evaluation. A teacher or anyone else can request for an evaluation. And if anyone's noticed that a child is struggling, they can make that request. But no matter who made that request, the request has to be validated and in agreement by the parent or guardian of that student, because if permission is not given, it's not valid. So first, a full evaluation is completed after the request is made, and this evaluation must be done to identify the student's strengths as well as the challenges that the student is having. So first, the school must identify and recommend that the child has a disability or that is classified in the disability categories. If the disability is severe enough to need special education, the evaluation is done by a team of professionals. The professional includes, but not limited to, the school psychologists and other educators. Now, there are different tests done during the evaluation process. There's also review of records that's done. The observation is done in the child's classroom. Notice how the child interacts. And if the result of the evaluation comes that the finding is conclusive that the child does need special education, there is a recommendation that is made to help that child. If the child has one or more of the 13 disabilities that's in the IDEA that we had mentioned earlier, then the child will be classified. Now, when you're classified, that means you're eligible. After the evaluation determines that, then the student has the learning disability. It will be decided if special education is the right fit for that student and if an IEP is necessary. Now, if an IEP is necessary, there are some components that needs to be considered. First, currently, what is the student level of skill? That is major. In order for us to have an IEP, we have to know the skills level of a student, because there are certain goals that we have to set annually, which is the second component. An annual goal has to be set for the student. How do we evaluate that? We also need to have a system that tracks the progress of the student, whether or not the goals are being met. We need to track those, so progress has to be tracked. The special education also provides for the student the duration of service for student. We need to know how long this service is going to be for the student, and then there is a process that we followed. Participation in mainstream classes for students is a must. Children need to interact outside of their self-contained classroom, even though they may have a IEP. The student testing, we need to know how student is adapting to the different changes that is implemented. So we have to have testing. And lastly, the statement of transition for the student, we need to identify a statement of transition for the student. So when we do all of this, it is only to help us identify the step and the process that we have to go through in order for an IEP to be done and for it to be properly executed. Thank you for listening, and I hope I was able to express the process of an IEP with you.